Ladies and gentlemen, in life, many of us fall into the trap of looking at what others are doing, thinking that their success or actions determine our own worth. But today, I want to emphasize the importance of focusing on yourself instead of others. This principle is key to personal growth and achieving the success you are truly capable of. When we talk about focusing on yourself, one of the most critical aspects of this mindset is embracing personal responsibility. Many people go through life waiting for someone else to fix their problems, provide them with opportunities, or give them the motivation they need to succeed. But the truth is, your growth, success, and ultimate fulfillment are entirely in your hands. Understanding and accepting this is the foundation of any meaningful transformation in your life. Personal responsibility is about recognizing that no one else is in control of your actions, decisions, or the outcomes of your life but you. It's easy to blame external circumstances, difficult people, or lack of resources when things don't go as planned. However, shifting the blame to others only takes away your power to change your situation. The moment you take ownership of your life, you reclaim that power. You acknowledge that while you cannot control every circumstance, you can control how you respond to them, what you learn from them, and how you move forward. When you take responsibility for your own life, you stop waiting for external validation or permission to pursue your dreams. Too often, people look to others for approval, waiting for someone to tell them they're good enough, smart enough, or talented enough to succeed. But if you focus on yourself, you realize that you are the one who must believe in your own potential. You must give yourself permission to act, to take risks, and to pursue the goals that are most important to you. It is up to you to decide what success means in your life and to take the steps necessary to achieve it. Owning your personal responsibility also means embracing the fact that your journey will not always be easy. There will be challenges, setbacks, and obstacles that test your resolve. In those moments, it's tempting to look for someone to blame or some reason outside of yourself to explain why things aren't going as planned. But focusing on yourself means recognizing that these challenges are opportunities for growth. Instead of seeing them as reasons to quit, view them as valuable lessons that are shaping you into the person you need to become to achieve your goals. Every difficulty is a chance to develop resilience, creativity, and determination, all qualities that will serve you well in the long run. Another important aspect of personal responsibility is discipline. Success does not come from good intentions or wishful thinking alone. It requires consistent, deliberate action. You must cultivate the discipline to stay focused on your goals, even when distractions and temptations come your way. This discipline is not something that can be handed to you by someone else. It is something you must develop within yourself. It is easy to look at others and think they have it easier, that they don't face the same struggles you do. But focusing on yourself means recognizing that their journey is irrelevant to your own. The only thing that matters is how committed you are to taking the necessary steps, day in and day out, to move closer to your goals. Personal responsibility also means being accountable to yourself. It's one thing to set goals and have ambitions, but it's another to hold yourself accountable for your progress. This requires honesty and self-reflection. Are you truly doing what needs to be done to achieve your goals? Are you taking the necessary actions, or are you making excuses? Being accountable to yourself means having the courage to acknowledge when you've fallen short and the determination to get back on track. It's not about beating yourself up for mistakes, but about learning from them and using them as fuel to improve. When you take responsibility for your own life, you begin to develop a sense of self-reliance. You realize that you don't need to wait for the perfect circumstances or for someone else to come along and guide you. You have everything within you to succeed, and it's up to you to tap into those resources. This self-reliance fosters confidence, and as you achieve small wins along the way, you build momentum that propels you forward toward bigger goals. Personal responsibility frees you from the burden of worrying about what others are doing. When you're focused on yourself and your own growth, you no longer feel the need to compare yourself to others or compete with them. You understand that their success has no bearing on your own, and that the only competition that truly matters is the one between you and the person you were yesterday. This mindset shift allows you to channel all of your energy into your own development rather than wasting it on envy or resentment. Personal responsibility is about empowerment. It's about understanding that you are in control of your life and that your actions determine your outcomes. When you take full ownership of your journey, you unlock your potential for growth, achievement, and fulfillment. Instead of being at the mercy of external circumstances, you become the author of your own success story. You decide where you're going, how you're going to get there, and what you're willing to do to make it happen. This is the power of focusing on yourself and embracing the responsibility that comes with it. Comparing ourselves to others is one of the most common traps we fall into as human beings. It's a behavior that, while deeply ingrained in our society, can be incredibly harmful to our personal growth and mental well-being. When we engage in comparison, we set ourselves up for frustration, envy, and self-doubt, because we are measuring our lives against someone else's journey, one that has entirely different circumstances, strengths, and sap. To truly thrive and achieve your potential, you must learn to shift your focus away from others and turn it inward, making yourself the only benchmark for progress and success. At its core, comparison is a thief of joy. Think about it. When you constantly measure your achievements, your worth, or your progress against someone else's, you undermine the value of your own unique journey. No matter how much you accomplish, there will always be someone who appears to be doing better, having more, or achieving faster. But what you don't see are the struggles, sacrifices, and challenges that others have faced to get where they are. Every individual's path is different, and the external image they project rarely tells the full story. Focusing on those appearances distracts you from appreciating your own growth and what you've achieved, leading to dissatisfaction and discouragement. The problem with comparison is that it creates a false standard. When you look at others and use their success as a measure for your own, you're holding yourself to a standard that was never meant for you. You have different strengths, different weaknesses, and different experiences. These differences make your journey unique, and they should be celebrated, not diminished. When you focus on yourself, you recognize that the only meaningful competition is with the person you were yesterday. Are you improving? Are you learning from your mistakes? Are you becoming more aligned with your values and goals? These are the only comparisons that matter, because they keep you moving forward, regardless of what anyone else is doing. Another key reason to avoid comparison is that it can lead to a sense of inadequacy and insecurity. When you look at someone else's success, it's easy to feel like you're not doing enough or that you're somehow falling behind. But this mindset ignores the fact that everyone's journey unfolds at its own pace. What might take one person 5 years to accomplish could take another 10, and that's okay. There is no universal timeline for success, and there's no rule that says you need to achieve certain milestones by a specific age or within a certain time frame. When you stop comparing yourself to others, you free yourself from the pressure to meet arbitrary standards and allow yourself the grace to grow at your own pace. Comparison often leads to jealousy and resentment, which are toxic emotions that can drain your energy and distract you from your goals. When you're focused on what others have, you spend less time appreciating what you've accomplished and less energy on working towards what you want to achieve. Jealousy clouds your vision, making it difficult to see the opportunities and blessings in your own life because you're too busy fixating on someone else's success. Resentment can make you bitter and unmotivated, leaving you stuck in a cycle of negative thinking that keeps you from moving forward. By focusing on your own journey and celebrating your own progress, you eliminate these negative emotions and create space for positivity, gratitude, and personal growth. One of the most liberating aspects of focusing on yourself rather than others is that it allows you to embrace your individuality. You are unique. No one else has your exact combination of talents, experiences, and perspectives. When you try to compare yourself to others, you diminish the value of what makes you special. You might feel the need to conform or mold yourself into something you're not, just to match someone else's version of success. But when you focus on yourself, you give yourself permission to be authentic, to pursue your passions, and to define success on your own terms. This leads to greater fulfillment because you are living in alignment with who you truly are, rather than trying to fit into someone else's mold. Focusing on yourself also helps you build resilience and self-reliance. When you stop worrying about what others are doing, you become more self-sufficient in your pursuit of growth and success.